Go.
I still hate the Packers. I almost didn't do the show tonight, but I couldn't leave y'all hanging. So here we are. We're going to put something together.
From the dead is a miracle, doc. They counted me out. Moment of truth, counting it down. Underdog story was down for the count. Back on my feet, back with a mic, back on a beat, back with a family that bang in the streets. The game on lock, I stand with a key. Standing my ground, I am planning a fleet. Standing my ground, I am planting my feet. Taking a stand, embracing my destiny, shaking his hand, flipping the script.
What is going on, everybody? It is Sunday night CrossFit talk. What is going on? Time to get all jazzed up, as CrossFit would say. Do you know that only 43% of the people that listen to our channel are subscribed?
I saw that stat and I was actually surprised by that. I thought since we're a smaller niche channel, like the people that watch would be subscribed. I would think it'd be like 80-90%.
Well, you would think, and it's free. All you have to do is hit the button. And it helps us show up in your queue when we're available.
Get notified. Yep.
So 57% of you that listen to this show are not subscribed. And all you have to do is hit the button. No charge. And you can hit the notifier and it'll tell you like when we have shows coming on. So I don't know. Is Carolyne drinking apple juice?
No, it's like a Crystal Light. It's like a raspberry iced tea. And also my Thirdzy for later.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and forth between both.
Are you drinking the lemonade one, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't keep it hot down here to do it during the show.
Yeah.
So I just do the strawberry lemonade.
So you do the strawberry lemonade cold and then the other one hot.
Correct.
Have you tried it hot for the strawberry lemonade?
I have not.
No.
I haven't done that one hot.
I can't picture lemonade warm.
I kind of could, and she's got a point, because the reason I don't want that one right now is because I'm cold. Like, I don't want to have a cold drink before bed. So I would consider trying that.
Yeah, I haven't tried. I've only done the strawberry lemonade cold, but I'm just thinking, because before you guys mentioned the salted caramel one hot, I had only had it cold. So yeah. I'll try that. I'll have to try the strawberry lemonade.
Oh, and by the way, use code Jazzy and you get 15% off your order if you want to try it hot, cold, with milk or with water. You can do it that way. Because Corey did his first salted caramel chocolate with water. Mm-hmm. And I said, you didn't do it with milk? And he's like, you can do it with milk. And I was like, yeah. And it's really good with milk, like it's warm milk.
I do water usually. And
I do water.
And I put it in my Ninja Bullet, so it like froths up like a cappuccino. So it's like a nice warm drink before bed.
I just have like my Culligan hot water that I just press and then I just stir it.
Don't do hot strawberry lemonade with milk, please. Yeah,
okay.
I probably would avoid that combination.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with someone the other day. Do you put the hot water first and then the package and then you mix it, or do you put the package and then the hot water and then mix it?
I go water, package, mix.
I do package, then water.
Okay, interesting. I don't know if there's a proper way to do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, Sunday night Thirdzy talk. So it was a crazy weekend. I was just telling the ladies, we got our outdoor Christmas lights and everything up this weekend. It's weird because my daughter's not coming home for Christmas, so it's hard for us to kind of get into the holiday spirit. But we did put up all the lights this weekend, made the outside of our house super cute and super cute. And so we did that yesterday, and then today we like did a deep clean of the house, moved furniture, mopped under furniture, did the whole stuff. So why is everybody just having to give me shit? I mean, Ken, I am happy where the Bears are. They are way ahead of schedule. to go toe to toe with the Packers right down to the wire. Like in years past, I would be depressed right now, but they went toe to toe with the Packers right down to the last second. I had people text me, "You think they're going to go for 2?" I was hoping they went for 2 because why not? They're on like, it's all like house money this year. We were not supposed to be good at all. So, and I know there's a lot of Packer fans like Jeremy and that trying to get my goat, but it is what it is. I'm good. And we play again in 2 weeks in Soldier Field. So we can make up the game difference in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Caleb seems like he has actually matured. I believe so too. He runs the offense really, really well.
Yeah.
If he can just get his accuracy down, and I think he just he's slowing down thinking, or the thinking is the game is slowing down for him. And I think that eventually the accuracy will catch up. When it clicks, look out, world. Because that offensive line is no joke. But you won't. Well, we'll see. Why would you go for 2? Because I couldn't go for 3. One of my favorite football things of all time. Okay. I'm watching this over the Texans, but I know I can't stay up to see anyway. 4:30 comes way too early. Yeah, I could never do 4:30. I don't think Jamie's seen 4:30 in her life.
Oh, stop. I've been up till 4:30 plenty of times, Scott.
But never up at 4:30.
I have, but I've had to coach the 5 a.m. class a couple times.
The weekly Fergy question, sponsored by, we need to get a sponsor for the weekly Fergy question. Jamie, would you rather listen to Scott discuss the Bears game for 2 hours or spend 2 hours in physical therapy?
That is a tough one. I am not a fan of physical therapy. I have not been to physical therapy in like 3 or 4 weeks. I don't feel like it would totally depend on where I was going to physical therapy. Like if I was getting work done on me, like manual manipulation, I would probably go do that kind of stuff, Graston, like cupping stuff. I would pick that. If it was me going and doing the stupid exercises that they have me do, I would listen to Scott all day.
Jeremy wants to know, do people in Canada know what the NFL is?
I am a huge NFL fan, and I watch almost 3 or 4 shows on YouTube of recaps and analysts of NFL or any type of sport. If you watch all of my stuff on YouTube is sports related, CrossFit or football or NBA, WNBA. All I do is consume sports. So I could talk about NFL for hours.
Anybody have heartburn over the college football playoff selections today?
Not really. I watched that. I mean, I get it. I get the controversy of everyone talking about, I mean, they needed to be very critical on this, or teams will stop playing harder teams early in the season because there's going to be no benefit. Like, it's going to hurt them. But it made sense to me. I mean, I feel like Miami over Notre Dame made sense. Sure, Notre Dame's going to be upset, but that pick makes sense to me.
Yeah, I thought they did it the best they could. There's no way that James Madison deserves to be in over some of these schools. I don't know how we fix that. It's right. Like the South America region at the CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that we let some of the teams into the playoff. I don't know how we fix that. What I hate about what Notre Dame did after the fact, saying we are not going to a bowl game. We're taking our ball and going home because you didn't pick us.
Yep.
I think is classless and really bad for the program, because now you cannot practice.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a bowl game, you get to practice an extra month with the kids you have to get extra time with them to develop the team for next season. And they've thrown that away, pouting over not being selected.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So
whoever asked above, I have never missed a flight. I have been close, but I have never missed a flight.
The committee made their bed by ranking Notre Dame over Miami on its early lists, and basically they squeezed them together all season. I heard something that I really like. They should not be doing, I think it was Kirk Herbstreit. They should not be doing a Tuesday show showing the rankings before the end of the season because not all the data points are in until the end of the season. So doing it partway through is going to skew what reality is. So I don't know. Dirty secret is these big schools sometimes take a loss on bad bowl destinations. Yeah, but from what I understand, CrossFit, it's really about getting practice time with the kids that are staying for the next season. That's
he's got a point. They may all be going to the transfer portal anyway, so do they need to practice?
They're not all going to the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all I had for the weekend. I want to get into tonight because I want to get into the end of the show. We're going to hit some CrossFit news off the top. And as promised, we are going to take the nominations for Best Sports Movie of All Time. At the end of the show, Jamie, Carolyne, and I will give you our top 5 sports movies of all time. This week, I will take all the things that you guys say in the chat, in addition to what our top 5s were, and I'm going to put them together in a bracket. And next week, we're going to do live polls during the show to determine the greatest sports movie of all time. It's going to be bracketed out by sport, the best I can do that. So we'll have a baseball bracket, we'll have a football bracket, we'll have a combat sports bracket, we'll have a bracket of sports on ice, and we'll determine the best movie in those categories as we go. And then we will determine the greatest sports movie of all time.
Speaking of on ice, did you see the Wisconsin Badgers are #1 in men's hockey?
Are they in the men's hockey? I'm so used to just looking at the women's being #1 that I don't even have. The boys team hasn't been like amazing last honestly since I've been there.
Yeah, they beat MSU the other week, and
so they're #1. That's awesome.
Yeah,
so that means both teams are #1.
That's the beauty of this CrossFit. As a Canadian, we can't trust Carol on Miracle. Well, and we have listeners all over the globe. We have people in Europe. And so when the poll is live, the listeners are going to vote, not us. So
wait, are they saying that I'll pick Miracle or not pick Miracle?
Not pick.
You
Miracle
will not,
because it's an American hockey story.
Right.
But I was coached by Mark Johnson, who's literally featured on Miracle on Ice. Why would I not pick that? That's silly. If you went to Wisconsin and you're coached by Mark Johnson, that's literally the most iconic movie to us.
All right. So let's get into.
You guys don't know me then.
Let's get into the big news of the week. And we're going to start it off as we always do with pencil, pen, or Sharpie. Our first one is, and I did get them loaded in today, is pencil, pen, or Sharpie. Having all divisions compete in the same location in the same week at the CrossFit Games is here to stay.
For how long?
I'm saying not just this year. I'm saying it will be here moving forward.
At least one more year.
Well, this is CrossFit.
Let's say 5 years. In the next, I say pencil.
So I don't know. I say pen. I feel like we don't know exactly what was given away to Pitt or Legends. Like how much of the open proceeds did they have to send off to those two entities to put together their games? Like, I kind of wonder if this doesn't ramp up sales and they realize that this isn't a net benefit to the games. Like, if they sell more ticket sales this way and didn't have to give any of the open proceeds away to Legends or Pitt, they're like, man, we can manage this better ourselves. So I feel like maybe pen.
Why? I'm having a hard time following you, but I am pen. I do think that they're realizing that by splitting them up in the same, say, 4-week period and having people travel to Las Vegas, to Columbus, to Albany, New York, was not a good way to sell tickets. I think by having everybody in the same city on the same week brings everybody to the same location, and people will buy tickets for different pieces of that event. And therefore their ticket sales overall will go up. The festival feel will go up. And that's why I think it's Penn. I think it's a money thing. And they've retained Legends, Pitt, and Wheelwad to run their individual shows. So they still can be like, hey, it's your thing, but we're all going to do it in the same city in the same week.
Yeah, but the net cost to CrossFit didn't go up. And I don't know what they had to give out. Like, did they give 25% of the open proceeds to Legends to go coordinate their budget and coordinate their own games and pay out? Like, you're still going to have to obviously give them, if they're going off of the open registration, they're still going to have to give them some money to go towards the prize purse, right?
Well, the rule book last year had it spelled out exactly what went to the prize purse. And that was open. That was open money. Right. We don't know what paid for the games or paid for the Masters games or Pitt or whatever, because all that's in the rule book is what part of the open allotment goes to them for prize money.
Prize purse. Right. But well, we know Pitt lost a ton of money 2 years ago when they went on their own. It cost them a fortune.
Rented that big arena.
Exactly. So if you keep pushing people like Pitt or Legends to do this and spend so much money that they can't make back, you may lose out on, I don't think either of them are going to say they don't want to do it. They're going to find economical ways. But if coming together results in $500,000 less of costs, then they're probably also going to be like, yeah, we prefer this format. Like, we've saved so much money this way. We can put it into the athletes. We can give a better kit. We can maybe give a bigger prize purse.
It makes the games 1,000 times more marketable for city RFPs. And that's requests for proposals. And the return on investment to the city is probably easier to calculate with everything going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it makes more sense because sponsors like the vendors, they don't have to pick which one they're going to go to. Like, they go one week. For the fans, you extend your hotel or whatever you need to do. And a lot of the masters would stick around to maybe watch the individuals go after that. They didn't say, I think that the masters are at the convention center, whatever, that's like a mile away. And then I think the teens are there too. So I actually don't, if the teens are there, I don't know. Is that what it is? It's the teens and adaptive that are over there?
It's my understanding that the beginning of the week, the masters are at the convention center. When Friday hits, the teens and the Wheelwad group are at the convention center, and the elites are at the SAP center.
That's my understanding.
I wonder how many people will make the travel to the mile to go and watch the teenagers and the adaptive division.
Once the elite is going. Yeah.
That's going to be I feel like the masters might get more people just because it's a little bit before.
I think that if you do it right in between that 0.8 of a mile between the two, if you have a big festival area with vendors and a big TV and things like that, where the walk to and from has entertainment in between, I think then you have a shot.
Agree.
And if you have a cheap ticket to come into the festival and hang out, and then it's a cheaper, and that gets you into the Wheelwad teen games, then I think people will take advantage of that to be there, to be a part of it, rather than pay the high price ticket to go see the elites and maybe just watch from the beer garden or the big TV, whatever they do. I just hope there's a way to do that in between. I've never been to San Jose. I don't know what it's like, but I hope it would be.
I just hope that the scheduling will will work for the teenagers in the adapted because those divisions are cool to watch.
Yeah, I enjoy the adaptive a lot. I loved seeing how they modify things, and I like that, and I love the masters and the teens too. So, they said
makes it hard to do both.
Yeah. Doable. You could still try.
I will.
Shelly Young, Larry said this back when they split them off. The Masters bring a lot more fans to the regular games. I agree.
They do.
If they've already paid for their airline and their hotel, it's only a couple more days to hang out. And they do CrossFit because they like it. So they're going to stay and watch.
Yeah, that's hundreds of athletes and probably at least two people per person. I mean, you got probably 1,000 extra people just by doing that.
And once the masters are done, like I feel like they want to sometimes celebrate, relax, watch the games with like no pressure. Like when they're competing at the same time as the elites, like they can't actually enjoy and go watch the elites. But I feel like the fact that they're done beforehand will actually make a lot of the masters stay.
Yep.
Yeah. Tunji says beer garden in between with big screens. I don't know because I've never been there. I'm just thinking of like Madison. There was in between the two venues a big screen TV and there were food trucks, and then there were big picnic tables where you could sit and eat and you could see the big screen. And there was a beer garden in between the two events as well.
I doubt that they would have that there just with the mile apart or whatever it is distance wise.
If you think about it though, how far was it between the two venues in Madison?
Not that far. Like,
I mean, it was probably half a mile.
No, was it?
No, not even a quarter mile.
Especially for media. Because you
yeah,
had to
the
go
way
around
we had to
the
walk
back and then around, and
they're all like in the same place. Like you're talking about like Coliseum North Park and then the white convention little place. That's like all in the same area.
I'm saying the far end of the arena to North Park. That was, I don't know.
That's not going to be the distance over there. No. It's going to be much further.
Yeah, barely a quarter mile.
Yeah, you're not going to get the beer garden.
What'd you say
stuff.
this is? 810?
8 cents.
So it's going to be at least 3 times the distance, at least, if not 4.
I don't think it was that right next to each other. I think you guys are high, but okay.
No, it was literally right next to each other.
It's not right next to each
for
other.
us the way we had to go into the Coliseum. We had to go around the back side. It was really far. But if you were, it was for media. It was very far.
Maybe, but I don't know. For the fans, I don't think it was.
I probably walked like 3 miles in one day.
I mean, I walked a lot too, but I feel like it was in the same area.
Okay. I will give up my fight. So what are your thoughts about them bringing them all together this year?
Love it.
Even if it's just for the 20th anniversary.
I like it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I think it's good.
Yeah. I think it's a great move.
Yeah. I am interested to see what, I know that Jenny's saying like there's a major highway in between the two. Again, I've never been to San Jose, so trying to picture it is very, very hard. I just hope there's some way to give it a festival feel between the two. But that may not even be possible. Maybe they'll have the festival at the other location and sell the cheaper tickets to be able to watch it on a big screen between the teams and the teens and the adaptive.
That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Like a festival ticket that gave you access to the convention center.
That would be smart, I think.
Yeah.
They do need to figure out their pricing though.
Yes. The festival ticket, I think, is what brought a lot of people to Madison.
And you want it to bring to the vendors as well.
Mhm.
Right. CrossFit says it's an easy sidewalk under the highway.
Okay.
Well, then we can like pitch tents in a beer garden under the highway. There you go. Then you're good if it rains. I trained Olive, and I was going to ask this question. Carolyne, this year you qualified for both the Elite and the Masters games. Now it's in the same week. Would you still consider it doable to do both?
If I could do both, absolutely I would do it. I would do it just because it was crazy. It would be crazy to do. And like so rare to do that you would have to do it.
Would your performance for the Elite suffer?
Of course.
Yes.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
Exactly. If you qualify, you're doing both.
Yeah.
Yes,
I wouldn't care.
You
I'm
may
not going to
come-
win the Elite anyways. Like I know where I know where I stand if I ever when I'm with that group.
Exactly.
Like if you're trying to go for a top 10 or a win there, that's different. You have a decision to make. If you're not in that group and you're being realistic with your strengths and weaknesses and where I am in my career, like if I were to qualify to the regular CrossFit Games again, you know, I'm not finishing top 10. So who cares at that point? One long week of workouts. But what an experience that would be.
Uh-huh.
It does appear there are homeless people in the area. I bring my beer garden. So, Ken Walter says, "Come on, dethrone Tia."
We finally got a picture of Tia, where we can see the baby bump.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or today that she posted?
Is it on her Instagram? I didn't see it. Better pull it up, Scott.
Some sort of proven. I saw a picture. She was coaching or something.
So it was on.
I think that's the first time I've seen her post a recent picture because a lot of her videos for the past months have been at Proven where she hasn't even been there, and they've been old videos just for like sponsorships and stuff like that, or training videos that are not current.
It's not on her page.
Maybe Proven.
That's where I'm heading next.
I don't see one on Proven.
Yep.
It was there, I swear.
Maybe it was a story.
Yeah, there's no stories on Proven right now.
This one. On Tia's.
Oh, it's on Tia's.
Go to Tia's. This one. That post.
Oh.
Just swipe through.
I didn't see a baby bump. Oh, there it is.
It's a baby bump right there. Got to swipe through those pictures.
Oh.
That is a full baby bump.
Mm-hmm.
Or she has a beer garden and a beer belly now. CrossFit says she's acting like Beyonce.
I don't know what that means.
I think just that Beyonce performed pregnant.
I think a lot of females have performed pregnant.
All right, there it is, baby bump. Do you think bringing everybody together does anything to get more eyeballs on the sport?
Not really.
No.
Not new eyeballs, I don't think. I think it facilitates, for the current vendors and people that are already CrossFit fans right now. Like it just facilitates their yearly trip to the games, and their choice. But I don't know that it changes anything outside of that, unless like it gets exposed to people outside of our four walls, the CrossFit space.
I will say there's new people to CrossFit gyms every day. And every year at the games, there's people that it's their first trip to the games. And someone said this earlier in the comments, the affiliates seem to have a little bit closer ties to their masters and to their age group athletes. So I think this naturally will probably grow some new fans. If somebody makes it out of an affiliate, you may have a newer member there who is willing to travel and go to this, and you may get new fans of the sport.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit on the lunch show, that the masters are more connected with the affiliate because there aren't as many like masters programming things to subscribe to out there. And a lot of them do class as at least part of their workout. And so they are more connected to, especially the older age groups are much more connected to the affiliate.
Yeah.
So when they make the games, it is a big deal for them and the affiliate. The question is, what are they planning on doing for the broadcast? Is it going to be a camera shooting from a rooftop of the arena on an iPhone 5? I don't know.
Is that for like the masters and teenagers and adaptive?
I think that's what the question is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
I don't even know what the broadcast was like last year. You guys said it was decent.
I thought it was good. They added, remember, it was a different group than normally do it. It was like called Rising Waters, I think, something like that. And they had the F1 leaderboard down the side. It was super cool. At Masters, they did a lot of new and innovative things that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah, I remember it being decent. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Again, I'm curious what cost is being pushed onto Legends and Pit and Wheelwad. Like, is CrossFit HQ renting this space for the week? And does this open up a $200,000 budget for Legends to do something different? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think any of us know. The one thing I do remember Masters did, though, is they cut down their broadcast to just, I think it was up to 49 and then they occasionally brought in some of the other age groups throughout. Not a full broadcast of the older age groups.
Yeah.
Do you think that the workouts are going to be completely different, teenagers and masters? Or do you think there's going to be some collaboration between both Pit and
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't collaborate this year because they're not on this. They don't have to. Why? Like, I wouldn't. If I was Pit, I wouldn't try to. I have my own floor, own day, I wouldn't collaborate.
You'll collaborate on the equipment that will, like, they'll know what equipment is available and then the spacing and stuff, and they'll have to retape everything maybe. I don't know. I feel like
we had the argument on Friday that the age groups and Wheelwad should do the games workouts and scale them to their people. And maybe they scale the number. Like if the elites are doing 12, maybe the masters group do 9.
Yeah.
And that leaves 3 for the unknown and the unknowable. And you just, and I think that is the best example of what CrossFit is and how it is scalable for everybody. And then I think you get that tie between the masters and the elites, and it's a cooler effect. But I don't think they're going to do it. I think they should.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because and everybody on Friday we were talking about how that swim ski event that they did in Madison, where everybody did the exact same event and you could compare scores across everything, and how cool that was to see that some people in the masters divisions are specialists in swimming and they did really, really well.
And some people in the elite division suck at swimming. I'm getting beat by all the age groups.
But if you did that with every event across the board, and you all do the same events, then it's an easy comparison with some scaling.
Oh, for sure.
John George, I think he was in the argument. It would bring everyone together just like the Open. And I agree. I think it would, and then you don't have the debates with everybody and their programming across all the other divisions.
Exactly.
But to answer your question,
you would have debates over leaks.
True.
And where they come from.
I'm sure, but we have those anyway. And to answer your question, Jamie, there's no way on God's earth that they are collaborating on workouts again.
I didn't ask that
I can guarantee you. From
I agree.
That they are not collaborating on workouts again.
I agree.
Just saying.
Yep. Sharpie.
Yes.
But it's CrossFit that does this online semifinals for them.
Yes.
Legends and Pitt and Wheelwad, they take care of, Wheelwad would take care of everything throughout, but the online semifinals for the age group divisions are run by CrossFit, I believe.
I don't know if that.
I know
are they the same weekend?
2 years ago. I don't remember last year.
But wouldn't they be the same weekend? So CrossFit's got to be running them.
Well, last year they weren't the same weekend.
Last year they weren't. It was different. 2 years ago
Masters was done real early.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to see. Wait for the the rule book for that.
That should be coming up pretty soon, though.
You would hope.
I think, wasn't it out pretty early last year? Like around the December time? Early.
Yeah.
So
I just worry that they think they've given us enough now that they're not hurried to get the full rule book out yet. Last year, Master Semis was programmed by Joe and Bob.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. There was big news this week. Pencil, pen, or Sharpie, combining NC Fit and Mayhem under one umbrella changes the landscape of CrossFit.
Full disclosure, I have not watched the Mayhem podcast this week. I have not got into all of this, but I'm going to say
pencil.
I mean, I feel like Mayhem already has its hand so far in around the affiliates, with so many affiliates being Mayhem affiliates. I think they already have a bit of sway and control. I think, I don't know, like they're trying to do something like, are they trying to do like a best practices way to run your affiliate? How to is that what they're aiming to do?
Honestly, it wasn't even that clear on the podcast with.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
I don't really know what the collaboration is between both of them. I don't think Mayhem necessarily needs like NorCal or
NC Fit.
NC Fit. I think they just want to work together and share best practices in general of things, and maybe the way that Jason's been doing it for years, he's got some ideas to pitch, and then maybe, I know Mayhem would have ideas as well their way. So I think they're just looking to work together, but it really wasn't clear exactly what was happening between both of them. Like I was waiting to hear if Jason was going to have a part, like a programming part in Mayhem. Like they have Hunt. I was like, oh, does he have I don't know, like a meetup for dads in the parking lot, like he was talking about? And if that was going to be like a feature of their programming, but I don't know. It wasn't clear to me.
Well, first of all, Jenny cleared up. Last year, the rule book came out January 10th.
Okay.
I watched the podcast from beginning to end.
Okay.
There was really only maybe 10 minutes of the hour plus that was about this merger partnership. I don't even know what it is. Like, they didn't even really say like one bought the other or they merged together. They called it like a partnership under one umbrella.
Yeah, like Roy was trying, because they were just talking about memories for the first bit. And then Roy eventually was like, okay, let's go back to what we were supposed to talk about. But they kind of didn't explain much of it.
I guess
I don't think it changes anything.
Well, I could see that. Like, what does it change? What does that NC Fit really? I don't even know that adding NC Fit changes much for Mayhem. I'm still curious at exactly what they brought Austin in to do. Like, he clearly had a decent role with the affiliates at HQ, so I feel like there's got to be some plan behind this merger and preparing for something.
Well, before we move on, there are people that don't even know what NC Fit is. So NC Fit it was a gym. It started by Jason Kalipa in Northern California. And it was his gym after he won the 2008 CrossFit Games, which was now eons ago, right? And it was very, very popular up until the mid-teens as this hotbed of CrossFit, almost as big as Mayhem was at the same time. Now,
yeah, they had a lot of affiliates.
Now, since then, Mayhem has exploded into many different directions with much more programming, way more media, and NC Fit had kind of stayed stagnant. They got another bump at COVID when they kind of announced that they were going to offer their own version of CrossFit that never really amounted to much. But they had 35 CrossFit gyms around the world. And they do have some pool and some footing in Asian countries, I believe is what Jason said. Maybe not in this podcast, but another one. And I think that may be what this partnership is more about, trying to get more global than what Mayhem is today. But again, I agree with Carolyne. If you're trying to discern information about what this means, you didn't get much in this podcast. And they actually went to a place where like people are just going to complain and say we're de-affiliating and we're moving from CrossFit and we're not doing that. We're going to do this alongside CrossFit as an affiliate. But they didn't really say what they were doing other than they were here to help coaches, help affiliates, but there was no business plan as to how any of that was going to be done.
Yeah, I think it looked more like they were looking to just partner up after all of these years. And he kind of followed once Austin made the move. It kind of opened up something for him to be like, you know what, I want to affiliate with or partner with them as well. But yeah, like when I started CrossFit, like the main programmers on the West Coast was Invictus and NorCal. And then like on the East Coast, you had the Comp Train. You had Mayhem a little bit back then too, a few others, but the NorCal or NC Fit post-COVID, when they changed their name, they went a little bit. I mean, they were less popular at one point, and I can see why newer people might not know who they are.
Austin's probably creating something to charge more money in terms of coach and gym education.
That's where my mind goes with this. Like you've got Best Hour. Someone else commented that. You obviously have two brain business out there. Like, I feel like somebody's trying to step in and do a best practices, maybe in not a $10,000 investment through Best Hour or Two Brain. So like, if that could be incorporated into their Mayhem affiliate somehow.
I think why Austin was brought in was to grow their Mayhem affiliates. He was the affiliate person at CrossFit. I think they brought him in to grow their affiliate world. I think that the landscape is so changing every day right now. It's hard even for them to kind of figure out what their plan is with whatever is going on. But yeah. Someone asked CrossFit, isn't that what Best Hour does?
Yes, for a very large sum of money.
I think Two Brains and Best Hour do the same thing.
They do.
I've watched both their presentations at affiliate gatherings. I think they do the same thing. Maybe they do it in a different way, but they're trying to share best practices on how to be a better gym and how to be successful. And I think Mayhem's probably just trying to roll that up into a part of their being an affiliate. So
it's just, to me, it's like all of these people are starting to work together, let's say with Mayhem, and that could be a pressure point with whoever is the new ownership of CrossFit and be like, look, we have a group here now who's got, the Mayhem, NC Fit, we brought in Austin, and just, you don't want to lose this big nucleus here. So like, that's how I view it, is they're just kind of preparing for whatever decision CrossFit's going to do, and they could put whatever pressure as well.
Terry, I think they're preparing to be their own independent fitness company in case the new owner of CrossFit is another private equity group. I think they're doing that. If you're a long-term affiliate, you're running your own affiliate right now anyway.
Correct.
It's just whether you want to pay the affiliate fee to this entity to keep the name on your building.
Correct.
And so I do think that Mayhem is growing so big that they just need a bigger staff to run what they're doing.
Possibly.
But that's why I said Penn, because I think it will change the landscape if something changes with HQ.
Yeah, I mean, if people are looking, or are undecided on what they'll do, and they're like, we'll follow you, Mayhem, and go all in right now with Mayhem, and Mayhem's just cleaning up everyone.
Judy said Best Hour has helped their gym tremendously. I'm curious, Judy, did your gym owners raise rates? That seems to be the first thing that happens when Best Hour comes in, is they suggest a rate hike. See if she responds. Do you think mixing my Thirdzy and Greek yogurt would work?
I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know if I'd like that. You could maybe do the lemonade one and sweeten it up like a flake,
I'm sure you could put it in a nighttime smoothie.
Yeah. I think you could do that.
Sorry, the Rodecaster went down again.
Oh gosh.
And I got new wires and everything.
Yeah, don't heat it up.
Do you think Proven will get that big? No.
I don't even know if that's really their goal.
I think they are more into the competitive piece of it and Mayhem is more into the day-to-day.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And Mayhem's just significantly bigger in terms of how many affiliates they have than Proven, than people that follow Proven, I think.
All right. I was going to do a pencil, pen, or Sharpie, but I'm not going to do it for the next one. The IF3 went on this weekend. Not the Masters that was the complete shit show, but the regular IF3 went on this weekend. And the US didn't even send anybody.
The US didn't send anyone?
Mm-mm.
Didn't Jack Rosema compete last year?
Yeah. Yeah, there were Americans there last year. They are not this year.
Where was it at?
Lithuania, I think. here are the finals, the results. So on the women's side, Miriam von Rohr
Okay.
was your winner of the IF3 Worlds.
She won 3 out of the 6 events.
Wow.
Mathilde Garnès was second, and Leah Storen was third.
Okay.
Krieger girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of Swiss and Norway, Sweden. Yeah, but if you go through the flags, Canada sent representation, but there's not a U.S. flag to be found.
Goodness gracious. That's weird.
And if you go to the males, Tommaso Pieri from Italy was the winner. Victor Helsinghoff was second, and Heinrich Negard was third. And again, Norway sending a pretty good contingent. Again, they are subsidized by the government to compete in this. So that does give them some of the best people out there to compete. But it did go on this weekend. And from all accounts, it went very smoothly. Heinrich, what exactly?
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I was going to stop you there too.
Yeah, make sure he says the D really hard. I was very aware. Most of the time I'm not aware. I was very aware this time. Okay.
I think Miriam is going to have a really good year next year. Like people, 2 years ago when she won the Open, she took people by surprise there, and people were like waiting to see it in the semifinals. She's got some amazing skills, like engine, and then very good gymnastics capacity too in certain areas, and then as well as cardio, and her strength is just getting better too. Like this girl hasn't done CrossFit for super long, but she's so dedicated and disciplined. If you follow her on Instagram, you like for the last few years, like you've seen this transformation in her, and she does like her class workouts. I don't know which. I think that her gym follows NC Fit, if I remember seeing in one of her stories before, which is funny. And she does the class WOD, and then she does other things. She's legit. Like she was a top 10 this year, and I can for sure see her pushing for a top 5 next year with some of her like strengths and weaknesses, that very little weaknesses. Yeah, I'm excited to see where she goes. She's young.
Did any of you see the Hiller video we posted from the IF3
with the bike erg?
Finished with the bike erg attached to him.
I have never seen that. It's hilarious.
Did you have to get the bike across the line?
No. It was stuck to him, but so he was going to finish.
It was like stuck to his shirt or his pants or something.
Oh, just one person. It wasn't actually tied to everybody. He
literally dove to the finish line with his bike erg because he was stuck.
I thought you were saying everyone was tied to the bike and everyone had to get okay.
No.
Okay.
Again, this was not the shit show version of the IF3. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to blow this up. So you can
this is RX Plus.
All right. So this is, see the people diving across the line to finish. And there's this one poor guy stuck to the bike.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen that before?
No.
How do you even drag the bike like that? I'm so like, I just want to see the full video and how far he dragged it.
What I want to know.
That bike must have been at least, because you can see the background. It's at least 2 lanes of that distance.
What about this guy that's finished after him? He couldn't even catch him, and he was dragging the bike.
But he must have done at least 2 lengths with that bike.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And see, his shirt is stuck to the bike somehow.
I see the shirt there, but you should be able to get that off. I agree with Jenny. It's got to be like a shoelace in the
I didn't think about the shoelace. Yeah, it could be the shoe.
There's no other reason that you wouldn't have like.
But it looks like the shirt's stuck.
It does look like the shirt's stuck, but that
looks like he's fully stuck somewhere.
Those bikes aren't light. His shoelace must have wrapped around it like in Footloose.
Had to have.
Oh,
That guy, you can see him just start to laugh there.
I just want to see another angle of it, not the finish line.
I
I just want
know.
to see how far he dragged it.
and he looks up like, Oh, Hiller should have used the song from Footloose.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's just crazy. You think you'd take your shirt off or your shoe off or whatever was stuck and get out of there.
I've seen stepsister get stuck like that.
Oh.
All right. That was great. John George with a quick update. So mixed his Thirdzy with Greek yogurt. Had to add a small amount of extra salt. Delicious. Oh, I have the salted caramel.
Good to know. So just plain, like a vanilla Greek yogurt.
Judy Reed, Footloose. That's old school memory. It is.
That's a good movie. Speaking of movies.
Yeah. Anyway, let me get out of this. Okay. So that's our IF3. Let's get to the fun part. So this week we're going to nominate the best sports movies of all time. We'll go around and each tell our top 5 sports movies of all time. And then this week I will collect. I've put a poll on YouTube. I'll probably put one up on Instagram. I'll collect your favorite movies and I'm going to put them all into a bracket. And next week we're going to do live polls and you, the listener, will vote on what is the greatest sports movie of all time. Fergy Show jumping in. Best sports movie was Brian's Song. Biggest crime movie of the century. Second best is Something for Joey, about John Capoletti and his little brother who had leukemia.
I don't think I've seen either of those movies. I have heard a lot of people talk about Brian's Song. I don't know that I've seen it. I definitely haven't seen
both versions. The original is way better. It's about the Chicago Bears, Gale Sayers and Brian Piccolo.
Okay.
And Brian Piccolo was drafted by the Chicago Bears in the 60s. And right after he was drafted, they found out he had cancer. Oh. And he was fighting. And him and Gale Sayers became best friends. And it's a rough one. There are so many. Yes, there are so many.
There are so many.
Very hard to get it to 5.
Yes.
Love The Natural, but Rudy is the GOAT. Rudy is the most overrated sports movie. Yeah, that's why these are the conversations we want to have.
Yeah.
So we will, when we do the brackets, we'll be able to talk through like why one is better than the other, and that's going to be fun.
Do we want to do it per division then? Because I mean,
no, we're just going to do our top 5 and it's all going to be just nominations to make the bracket.
And it doesn't matter right now whether we repeat or we try to keep different.
Doesn't matter if we repeat.
Okay.
So I'll go first just to get it started.
Okay.
I did mine as just like the most serious, what I thought were great movies. And I left out my comedy list, but on my comedy list would have been like Major League, The Replacements, Dodgeball, any of the Adam Sandler movies. I would have been all, or The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. Those would have been like on that. But for me, number 5 is $1 Million Baby with Hilary Swank. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is Warrior, which is a very powerful movie, and that Kenneth DeLapp puts in every time I put a poll up. Field of Dreams is number 3. After my dad passed away, I cry every time I watch it. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is The Sandlot, because that was my childhood, and it reminds me very much of that. And number 1 is Rocky. The man who was a loan shark leg breaker turned into boxing champion is the greatest movie of all time. So we've got some votes coming in. Let me just read a couple. CrossFit has some Slapshot. We have some Mighty Ducks D3. Whoa.
I've seen that one, yeah.
For Love of the Game. Karate Kid, Love and Basketball, Major League, Slapshot, Hoosiers, Remember the Titans. Yes, those are all great. Happy Gilmore, awesome. Hoop Dreams, The Wrestler, $1 Million Baby, Breaking Away. All right. Now we'll go with Jamie's list.
Okay. So I also had Field of Dreams on mine, but when I saw Scott's list, I made sure to change some. And I tried to get something from baseball, hockey, basketball. So I have some of each. I'm sure some of you will make fun of some of mine. They're very genre, my age range. So I have Remember the Titans, Varsity Blues, Mighty Ducks, and if Carolyne chooses that, I have a different choice. A League of Their Own, and Love and Basketball.
Those are good ones. I have, in no particular order, Rocky 4, not 1.
Ooh.
We have this debate all the time. Coach Carter, Love and Basketball, Little Giants. I love that
Little
movie.
Giants is great.
Karate Kid, Mighty Ducks, and Miracle on Ice was I was between both of them for hockey.
Judy Reed coming in with White Castle. It's not White Castle. It is Ice Castle. White Castle is the restaurant with the little mini burgers. Ice Castles is the movie about the blind girl figure skating. Jenny with Karate Kid 2. Rocky is hard to beat. Space Jam. I kid. The original Space Jam is awesome with Jordan. The Space Jam with LeBron, just pass.
Did you guys watch The Three Ninjas?
No.
I did not.
That's good movie too.
So, okay. So someone in here. So White Men Can Jump is on my list, which was instead of Love and Basketball if Carolyne had it. And someone else wrote Cutting Edge is my choice if she had Mighty Ducks. So those two were my other two.
The Babe.
You guys have never watched The Three Ninjas? Like Rocky loves Emily.
Oh yeah, I have that. Yeah,
that was good.
Original Bad News Bears.
Have you guys ever watched The Sixth Men? It was a basketball movie. There was like twins that played.
Yeah.
I always liked that movie because I have a twin. So it was like a sports movie with a twin. And it was sad.
Basketball. Not basketball, but basketball.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, not a fan, but I know what you're talking about. Blades of Glory.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Trent Olive says Jamie's list wins.
Thanks.
We're not to that yet. We're not competing against each other.
We're just putting them out there. Then we're gonna get you guys keep adding more after add them to the comments.
Does Bring It On count for a cheerleading movie?
What's that?
Does Bring It On count for a cheerleading movie?
Sure.
Yeah.
Does Cutting Edge count? Of course it does. Don't pick. Coach Carter.
Cutting Edge, like I said, Cutting Edge was on my list.
I forgot all about All the Right Moves. And Vision Quest is one of I just watched Vision Quest like a month ago.
And my other honorable mentions were Jerry Maguire, Any Given Sunday, and Friday Night Lights.
Trish says that White Castle is the blind girl who makes cheeseburgers while ice skating. That's White Ice Castles.
That's White Ice Castles.
Mark Phillips, Three Ninjas was great. Jenny's coming up with Three Ninjas. Great b-ball scene, Caro. The Warrior, yes, so good, Warrior. More Three Ninjas. Train Olive. More Three Ninjas. Holy cow. We're going to have to add Three Ninjas.
I guess I need to go watch it.
We are old.
So Jenny, when I was going through these, I was like, man, I'm old. Like, I feel like Carolyne probably hasn't even seen some of the ones that I pick.
No, I think I saw most of the I saw most of the ones that you said. Yeah. Just White Man Can't Jump. I don't know that one. And Hoosiers, I think.
Carolyne. And Hoosiers, you don't know? Stop. Get out of here.
That's good. Remember the Titans was another one I had on my list.
Trish had Rookie of the Year. That is one of my favorite movies ever, where the coach can never say Rosengarter, and he called the guy on first base funky butt lovin', and the guys, did he just say funky butt lovin'?
Right, Jenny? Go watch it right now, Carolyne.
Maybe I need to watch it.
The air up there.
Okay, well then you guys go watch Three Ninjas.
I will. I'll go watch
Juana Man.
No.
Bloodsport, Digstown, I, Tonya. Those are good. Digstown is one of my favorites. Bloodsport used to be one of my favorites before Jean-Claude Van Damme became Jean-Claude Van Damme. Necessary Roughness, great movie. Days of Thunder. Magic Mike is not a sports movie. I'm sorry.
It's athletic. Come on.
Caddyshack.
Cool Runnings is a good vote. That's a good movie.
Cool Runnings is a good one. Rad. Not familiar.
Oh no. I'm trying to think.
Did anyone?
I had The Longest Yard, The Replacement. 6 Man.
Goon. Must watch a hockey movie. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Moneyball is great. Blindside. I liked the Blindside till all the stories came out after the fact that it wasn't necessarily true.
Right. Yeah, he took a lot of offense to that movie, the way he was portrayed, it sounded like, and it kind of ruined it for me a little bit too. I loved it when it first came out.
Have you guys ever watched Ladybug? I think it was called Ladybug.
Yes, I saw it.
I don't know.
It's like a soccer movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
the guy put a wig on and went on the girls' team. I'm trying to think of all my childhood sports movie right now.
Jenny says, "White men can't jump. Go watch it right now."
Mm-hmm. Did anyone else say Mystery Alaska for a hockey movie?
No,
that one didn't get brought up.
That is a good one.
Blue Chips. Mystery Alaska is a great one. Yeah. Jenny said, "I've seen Three Ninjas at least 200 times." The Rookie with Dennis Quaid.
Ooh, yeah, Bend It Like
That's a good movie.
Stick It.
Gosh, Raging.
Not a gymnastics one.
Ken, you're showing that you are in your 60s.
Yeah. Cool Runnings we saw. Yeah.
Someone says Savon's behind the scenes. I thought about making a CrossFit documentary bracket to go into this, but I don't know if it would hold up to these.
Yeah. There's going to be so many to vote. We need to get this narrowed down to like 20.
Is it like top 32? Like, are we doing a bracket?
I
guess you got to do like top 5 of each sports.
That's what I think. We need to have a top 5 from each sport.
I'll see how it plays out this week.
Okay. No one said Chariots of Fire.
Iron Claw, F1, Prefontaine. Man, we're really getting old. $1 Million Arm, Iron Claw, Foxcatcher. More League of Their Own. The Blind Side is ass. It really is ass now that is kind of have come out. Rudy is the same story. Joe Montana basically said the team hated Rudy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't put Rudy on the list. The other one like that I feel like I like is We Are Marshall.
Is that the one with the flight that went down?
No. Yeah. No, We Are Marshall had the flight go down? Is it?
Yeah, the plane crashes right at the beginning of the movie and they have to replace the whole team.
That's the whole thing about it.
Yeah.
I guess I forgot how it started.
Kind of an important part of it. I feel like I used to watch so many movies and now I don't.
Right.
Bend It Like Beckham.
Yeah.
You know what I find myself doing is I'd rather watch a movie that I know I love and I'm comfortable with than to risk it on a new movie. Does that mean I'm old?
No.
Invincible, Fighting with My Family, Draft Day. Fighting with My Family is awesome, Eric Mackey.
I don't know that one.
I didn't think it's a wrestling movie, and it's a true story about one of the first big female wrestlers.
Alive is where my brain was going, Judy. That's the problem.
Bull Durham is a Ken movie.
Yeah.
Tin Cup. Did we get that out?
Yeah, that one was
been out. Point Break. Above the Rim
is greater than He Got Game.
Then we've got the Stallones Rocky Victory Over the Top. So I'm going to show how old I am. The Rob Lowe movies back in the day, there was a movie called Youngblood about a minor league hockey player in Canada going through the minor leagues, the juniors and the minor leagues up in Canada. It's great. Rob Lowe, like 1980. And then he also had a movie called Oxford Blues about the rowing team or crew team at Oxford. It was great. Ford versus Ferrari is a great movie. It's about the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
I have not seen that.
Yeah,
Christian Bale and Matt Damon. It is a huge movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's really, really good.
It's going to be hard to narrow
It is
5 in each category. I can name 5.
What was that recent movie about the rowing club boat? Maybe. I know what you're talking about. There is one, and it's really good, about like a poor college that had a crew team that got really good, and everybody tried to keep them out because it was really considered like an upper class sport. And I can't remember the name of it. Patrick Swayze was in Youngblood too. He was. Boys in the Boat. That's what it was. Boys in the Boat.
Scott, you got a big task ahead of you to try to narrow all these picks down.
I know.
What is going to be? Football?
Football,
Hockey?
basketball, hockey,
baseball.
And
Not
then
hockey.
maybe-
It's going to be ice sports.
Ice
Okay,
sports?
ice.
Cutting Edge might be up against Miracle.
Cutting Edge is hockey.
Mighty
He was a
Ducks.
hockey-
Cutting Edge is figure skating with
He was a hockey
Yeah.
player. It shows some of his hockey stuff.
Blades of Glory is a figure skating movie.
Yeah.
I, Tonya
Yeah.
is a figure skating
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. We'll go ice sports.
Okay, ice sports. So those 4, and then
For sure. And then we've got to
Combat-
get something with
combat-
golf.
Are we putting Rocky
Yeah.
together?
That's
Rocky.
combat sports.
I would.
No,
Oh,
but I'm saying like your Rocky versus Rocky 4.
It depends on if we get more votes for Rocky 4. I haven't seen any.
Come on, people. Rocky 4.
What Ken Walters is calling me a racist because hockey is a category.
Ice sports fine for a category, and then I would just do an other. Personally.
We have like I want to keep it as even as possible to be able to break it down right.
Yeah.
So that's what I got to figure out. Like Seabiscuit doesn't fit in anything.
Yeah, that's an other.
Ford versus Ferrari doesn't fit in
Other.
anything. Days of Thunder. So I might have 2 other categories that I can split into like a racing. I don't know.
Cool
We'll figure it
Runnings
out.
would be an other. Oh, or I guess would that be ice? I don't know. That's a tough one.
Which one?
Would Cool Runnings be ice sports or other? That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't know. Now
Wild
people are
card.
voting Rocky 4 to support Carolyne.
Thanks, guys. I knew the chat would come through.
Eric Mackey, I can't, man, you guys are coming in so fast. I can't. Rocky 1 is better, but Rocky 4 I grew up on.
I respect that.
Comedy should be its own category. I thought about doing it that like a tearjerker category, a dramatic one, award-winning comedy.
I think it's better between sports.
But I think with sports, then it's easier to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a rabbit hole that just keeps going. Any other news this week? Because I've got a lot of. I'm gonna have to take off 3 days of work to put this bracket together.
I know you are. People need to, in the comments after the show, put their
per category,
top three of each category, so that we can.
I can redo mine with top three of each category.
That's what I'll do too.
Versus top 5. I would do that.
Okay.
For Rocky.
We'll put these in the comments after the show closes.
I also have a poll out there of what is the greatest sports movie on YouTube. And if
good.
you want to type it in there, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Fergy says to use Chat GPT. I want to fill in the things. So I want to capture what you guys are saying.
Put them in the comments.
I want this to be our picks that make up the bracket.
So agree.
Not something the internet put together.
Agree.
So
yeah. Anything else this week? I don't know. Lucas has exams this week. He's done with school for the semester on Wednesday.
I was talking about CrossFit news, but sure, that's good.
I have no CrossFit news anymore.
Yeah. The only other thing that happened like today is Hiller put out that video about marketing and the marketing campaigns of CrossFit. And I thought it was really good. I thought he captured it well, that you don't have to overthink it. Like, just if you want to go viral, you got to look at what's going on in the viral space and do things that people there are doing in its simplistic form. Right. And I think what he's saying is that CrossFit is overthinking it, trying to be too polished. And I've said that a bunch of times. I think that they wait to put stuff out until it's polished and finished in the way they want to present it. And sometimes like gritty is good. And sometimes just looking at what other, that's how people go viral on TikTok and stuff all the time, is they copy the sound of another person's TikTok and they do the same thing. Right. And I just think we are overthinking it a bit.
And it needs to be, we've said this every day something needs to come out on all platforms.
Yeah. And it's okay to mix in some of the polished stuff.
Yeah.
I'm okay with bringing the base back, but not everything shouldn't be bringing the base back. There's got to be other stuff going on as well.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I got to say about that. Because when they first came out with F the Quick Fix and then Forging Elite Fitness, now the cult, I feel like we're just retreading now. Like the first couple, okay, I get it. We're good. We're getting the base back. Now I just feel like, hey, you're pulling out the tapes from 2012 and rerunning them. So everybody's saying Brink. Is Brink a show? A movie?
Haven't seen it. That does not ring a bell.
I think they need to do something on safety for CrossFit. I think one of the biggest things that people think is that it's dangerous. So I think something about like how safe it is and how effective it is would be a good video. Because it's still those studies that were like fake from so many years ago is still affecting a lot. We still need those I don't know.
You'd have to have some short testimonials of members, middle-aged people saying that they're, I don't know, feeling better than they ever have, even than in their 20s or 30s, or you have to dispel the injury, or people coming in from soccer and being like, I was hurt all the time playing soccer. I'm not hurt now. I've strengthened everything and I feel better than I ever have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have to be careful with that, because I think comments are being made that safe doesn't sell.
It does. I don't know how you would do it.
Right.
In a short
Hey,
format.
come do our thing. We're safe. People aren't going to be lining up at the door to come do it, but there's already a preconceived notion that you're not safe. So then how do you flip that script? Larry Young said Cinderella Man, which is a phenomenal movie that I forgot to put on my list.
That is a great movie. Does She's the Man count?
It would.
Soccer
I'm
movie.
not sure it's good enough to make the bracket, but sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Rounders, Color of Money. I wasn't a big Color of Money fan. I don't think I was in the right mood when I went to see it, and I just put it on the back burner. I mean, I actually saw that at the theater when I was in like high school.
Yeah, that's an old one.
I love, is Rounders the poker?
Yeah.
20 or blackjack? I don't know, one of those. Where John Malkovich is the Russian that they play?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Like he's like, you get like dags or however he says it.
Yeah. I heard Matt Damon talk about that nobody thought he was going to do that accent. And when he did it, they were trying to keep a straight face during the filming of those scenes because he went so far over the top. Carol mentioned 2 gender flipping sports films, yet we can't get Joanna Man in.
I think someone said Joanna Man.
I don't know what Joanna Man is.
Is it one of the Wayans brothers?
I think so.
I don't know.
Like white chicks?
It's kind of like that, yes.
A basketball movie like
yes.
that. Hustler is greater than Color of Money. Marco, we saw your comment about the erg bike. We already showed the highlight of that.
Yep. Ooh.
They need to go not safe, but safer than GLP-1 route.
I like when I see the clips of Greg talking and he's like, then stay on the couch. Like, I mean, there's nowhere safe. That's not going to get you anywhere.
It's insane. Someone gets banned from the NBA and pretends to be a WNBA player. That's Joanna Man. The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke was amazing. But it was chilling. Fergy was talking about my hair, that I look like a weatherman at a local Columbus TV station. I have not got a haircut in so long.
Me too.
And I need one so bad. Just show how it gives you a better quality of life as you age. I mean, I think we're trying to do that. But it doesn't go viral. And I think that was the point that Hiller was trying to make, is you have to do things outside the box to go viral, to get people to pay attention.
I tell you what, more of that Super Bowl commercial, the Christmas commercial with the guy swinging the kettlebell so he can lift his kid up. That is what you got to do. Yeah. Older people showing natural movement.
Functional fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ken keeps saying Jamie's having a great hair day.
Thanks,
I don't want her head to get any bigger.
My head's not big. Stop it.
I know I've been giving you so many kudos this week on the lunch show.
What?
Yeah.
I got to go watch?
Need to stop.
I better go watch.
I basically just said, we were talking about coffee, and it started with you making the pour overs every morning.
Yeah.
And nothing will stop you. You are hell bent on getting a pour over made, whether you have to like cut paper cups together or whatever it takes to do it. And I'm like, I am so lucky that I found Jamie to take care of me on the road.
Yeah, I'm kind of particular.
Yeah. She's like the MacGyver of pour over coffee. She will figure out a way. She may burn herself 6 times, but she will figure it out.
I know. I think I microwaved like 12 plastic cups of hot water to keep pouring.
I bet Carol and Jamie were like Icebox from Little Giants as kids.
I loved Icebox.
I don't know. I got to watch this movie too, I guess.
Call me Becky.
You have never seen Little Giants.
That was in my top 5.
I know.
I grew up watching Little Giants all the time, and then the guy with the little snot, and then doing the pull-ups in the closet. Oh man, I love that movie.
It like kind of sounds familiar, but nothing is like sticking out in my brain about it. So
there's like this guy that like couldn't catch a football, so they're throwing like toilet paper, and he'd be talking his hands and be like, "Come on, I cleaned your nails, washed my hands and stuff." So sometimes I would talk to my hands like that before my double unders. I'd be like, "Come on, I did this, like." Annexation of Puerto Rico, yeah.
Now I have 2.
There was one kid that kept blowing snot bubbles.
Yep. The one with the glasses.
Yeah. And he would talk tough, like to the opponent, what the snot bubbles.
And he's so skinny too.
How about a lifting movie, Pumping Iron? That's a great movie. I don't know if it would be in the greatest of all time. Oh. He also said Jamie will never agree with any programming. Oops, threw you under the bus, Scott.
I don't know if that's entirely true. Probably like 90% true.
Debbie Does Dallas is not a sports movie, Fergie. North Dallas 40 is a sports movie. And I'm not doing the Debbie Does Dallas category, so there. So, all right, guys. So now that you've given me plenty to consider for the bracket, I will be putting that together this week. Next week, we'll do that. We'll see how that works. We've got some more after WFP. We've got another dead time before the open. So maybe we'll do some other bracket type stuff to get us through the off season. Jamie wants to do Christmas movies. That might be a smaller bracket.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll do that the week of Christmas.
Okay.
So, yeah, the only version of Longest Yard is 74, Eric. That's it. And
no, Die Hard doesn't count.
The program, starting defense, seat the table. I didn't like the program.
You didn't?
I didn't. What I hate about serious football movies that try to be serious is they take every issue that happens in the league and they put it on one team. And it's so unrealistic then to me. They've got steroids. They've got their womanizer. They've got 18 kids. They've got all of that happens on one team.
Is that how you felt about Any Given Sunday?
Less so, but still.
Yeah.
I much more enjoyed like Necessary Roughness, like a funny movie or something like that. So all right, guys.
Do we have 5 categories for people to vote on? Football,
basketball,
baseball, ice,
combat,
and other.
And then they want me to do a comedy specific one.
Or soccer. Wait, no, soccer can go in other. I'm trying to think of many soccer movies.
I need an even number. It can't be an odd number for the bracket.
So that's 5. So we need one more category.
Baseball, basketball, hockey, combat.
Ice. We said ice.
Whatever. Hockey,
ice, combat, and other.
Yeah, you missed baseball when you were counting. There's 6.
It has to be combat, Ken. You got to have to have boxing and wrestling and all. And
I feel like combat should go in other as well, personally. But
there's too many of them. Think about it.
You have all the Rockies, the 3 Ninjas, Karate Kid.
Okay, well, if you need 6, then it works. That works.
$1 Million Baby.
You have to do combat.
Fine.
Combat and boxing, other. Wrestling, UFC, because the Warrior is UFC.
Okay.
All that.
All right.
Because boxing goes in that too. Yeah. No, combat for sure.
Bloodsport is like a jiu-jitsu movie of some sort. Yeah.
Okay. So people need to put their, what do we say, top 3 in their comments? And then you'll bracket.
That'll work. yeah, in the comments, put your top 3 in a category, and they will be considered for the bracket. With that, I'm going to go watch the Chiefs and the Texans.
All right.
And we will see everybody next time on Sunday night CrossFit Talk. Bye, guys.